This video is brought to you by patreon.com/worsttake. Get access to exclusive live streams and Discord servers, on-screen shoutouts, and early access to some videos when you join now. Help make sure that we can continue to make content like this by supporting the Patreon. Links are in the description down below. You know, we should be quivering in our boots right now because we cheer for a team in Cleveland. Now, we don't just talk about Cleveland Browns on this channel. We talk about every team. But apparently, according to JD Productions, boy, it's Shiver Me Timbers time because the Steelers are scary season. You afraid of the Steelers?
I respect Mike Tomlin. That's as far as I'm willing to go. I respect Mike T. Always respect Mike Tomlin. That's as far as I'm going to go.
Pittsburgh selected Kenny Pickett in the first round of the 2022 NFL Draft, and after a sluggish start, Pickett is starting to play better and come up big in the clutch. The Steelers are 6-2 since their bye, and Pickett is a big reason for that. Pittsburgh has a ton of young talent on its roster, and it doesn't seem like it'll take very long for the Steelers to get back to the top of the AFC after the retirement of Ben Roethlisberger last January. The Steelers signed Mitch Trubisky to a
Now, he said top of the AFC. Top of the AFC, Colb. Top. Like, he didn't say one of the top teams. He said top of the AFC.
Why do we do this thing?
You know.
Why do we do this thing where you put targets on players, on players? Because now we going to see. You setting the expectation super high for Kenny Pickett, who played second half of the year. He played well. They won games.
He wasn't horrible. He wasn't horrible.
He played well enough for them to win games.
That's what we say about Jimmy Garoppolo.
It's also what we said about Baker Mayfield, but that's neither here nor there.
I mean, do you want to be either one? Do you like? Is that like scary good territory? Is Baker Mayfield or Jimmy? You can get him right now. Okay, you can get either one right now. For less than 10 mil.
My thing is, like, you couldn't wait one more. We couldn't get one more season out of Kenny before we did this. We could get one more season just to make sure that he's good. Just to make sure that he's good.
Well, we wanted so badly to believe that he was going to be better than Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. We held on to that until it became so true that it was so untrue that we could not deny reality anymore.
Hey, quick question. If Kenny Pickett was in this draft class right now, where would he go?
He would be in the 4th or 5th round. Like he was not a bad. I get flack for this all the time. JT Barrett was a better prospect coming out of college than Kenny Pickett. He was. And JT Barrett, I think he went undrafted. Had more yards, more production, could run a little bit better, could throw the same. Like, that's the same dude. These are the same prospect, except for Kenny Pickett got hyped up, put in the first round for whatever reason. But it's this thing we do, and they call me a hater for it. And I don't think I should be called a hater because y'all put people on pedestals that don't belong. And then when I look around and notice that that's out of place and go, what's that doing up there? Get that down. I'm hating. Right? And then if I continue to tell y'all, see, I told y'all that it belonged up there. Oh, Quincy, why are you so obsessed and hating? Y'all told me this. All right, so I can't correct it. Y'all just get to say whatever about anybody. We just get to go all the way. All right, let's give the man a chance. We only 30 seconds through the video. Let's give the man a chance.
With 2-year contract in the offseason before selecting Kenny Pickett in the first round of the draft. Pittsburgh actually wanted Pickett to sit for a bit, and Mitch Trubisky ended up starting the first 4 weeks of the season. He wasn't amazing by any stretch. 653 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2
Them stats look eerily similar to what Kenny Pickett did in the second half of the season.
interceptions.
Play the video. Play the video, dog. Play the video.
Completion percent. He completed 67.1% of his passes for 842 yards, only 2 touchdowns to 5 interceptions.
Look at that completion percentage though, 67%, Colb. You know, That's Drew Brees-like.
That's just how it is with rookies. But out of the bye, Pickett played better and really did protect the ball. The Steelers won 3 of 4, and Pickett started showing some improvement. He didn't throw a single interception over the stretch, and he completed 61.7% of his throws for 835 yards and 2 touchdowns. In Week 14, Pickett did suffer a concussion early that caused him to miss Week 15. Kenny Pickett has really shown that he has the potential to be a pretty good NFL quarterback in the last 2 weeks.
Look, man. Fans gotta have hope. You gotta believe in something. You gotta believe in something. And to his credit, they won a lot of games in the second half of the season with Kenny Pickett starting at quarterback. So I can understand why people would be like, you know what? I think we got another one. We had been. It was looking a little dicey. Looking a little dicey recently, but we finally got another one. I get it. But I'm just gonna tell you the truth right now. Kenny Pickett ain't that guy, dog. He is the fourth best quarterback in his own division right now. Assuming that Lamar is still gonna be in the division. Assuming
you put him over Tyler Huntley? I'm not putting him over Pro Bowler. Tyler Huntley. I'm not putting him over Tyler Huntley. What are you talking about? He's still 4. He's still 4.
Respect the Pro Bowler. My fault.
Yeah, you gotta respect the accolades. The man got it on the resume. But in all seriousness, Kenny Pickett's a backup level quarterback. He could play some good games. He could play some bad games. And I think we do this with quarterbacks when they're young, is whenever they have a good game, we go, oh my God, see, everybody was wrong. They're capable of playing good. Andy Dalton had good games too. Didn't make him any less mid. Right? Like Baker Mayfield had good games too. Like every quarterback who is on the NFL roster probably capable of giving you a good game or 2. Like a lot of them are. The ones that are getting paid are the ones that can give you consistent output. And from what we've seen from Kenny Pickett early on, he's not consistent. He doesn't do anything especially well. Like everything that you're talking about Kenny Pickett is about intangibles. It's not about anything that he forces the defense to do, right? When we talk about Justin Herbert and his early struggles and all, but he can make the defense do this. Josh Allen, well, he's so big and athletic, he can make the defense do this and that. There's none of that with Kenny Pickett. All of it is, hey man, it's Tim Tebow stuff with a less impressive athlete than Tim Tebow. Like that's what the belief is in Kenny Pickett. And it's like, I don't know why we got to hype him up. You know what I mean? Like, if you think Pittsburgh could be good, that's an argument you can make. They have TJ Watt. They have George Pickens. They have some good players on their team. Cam Hayward, been on there forever. Nobody talks about that. But we don't got to make it about Kenny Pickett.
Pickett has completed 62.1% of his passes for 412 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. What did matter, though, is that Pickett showed a lot of poise and the ability to be clutch down the stretch in big moments. In Week 16, the Steelers hosted the Raiders. Las Vegas led 10-3 with 10 minutes remaining, and the Steelers hit a field goal soon after to cut it to 10-6. Very late, Kenny Pickett led a 10-play, 76-yard drive that was capped off by a 14-yard George Pickens touchdown to win the game. He was just super clutch. Pickett ended up doing it again on Sunday on the road versus Baltimore. Almost the exact same situation, actually. Pittsburgh trailed 13-6 with less than 10 minutes remaining.
Man, you noticing something about these scores in these games?
In the game and hit a field goal soon after that cut it to 13-9. Pickett took the Steelers 80 yards on 11 plays. He found Najee Harris for a
one time. He took him down the field. What? We're talking about 3 scoring drives in 3 games. In a stretch of 3 games that might have had 4 scoring drives.
You know what's
and
funny?
we're anointing him.
You know what's funny? The Raiders stunk all year. Derek Carr's not there anymore.
Tremendous choker.
Just.
Well, was he? I don't even think Derek Carr was playing at that point in the year, right?
I don't think he was either. I think it was who was it? Stidham? Is that who it was?
Yeah, I think it was Stidham.
Okay, so Stidham. Lamar didn't play in that Ravens game. Respect the Pro Bowler, but he ain't Lamar Jackson.
He did beat a quarterback who is better than him, but
just saying, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Respect the Pro Bowler, but he ain't Lamar. And then, we know what was going on with the Browns at the end of the year, dog. Like we know what was going on with the Browns at the end of the year. Yeah. We know Joe Woods.
You know what I mean? The defense had given up. The defense had legitimately quit on the team at that point, right?
It was like,
so
hey, some of us not going to be here. We know for a fact this dude not going to be here next year. Let's just get it over with so we can go home. I'm tired. I'm hurt. Let's just get it over with. So, I mean, salute to Kenny, but,
Again, could Kenny Pickett be a decent quarterback? Maybe. Could he be a starting quarterback? I don't know if you want a starting quarterback like Kenny Pickett because that has proven to be not the guy that you want to pay. Is the dude who's kind of average, but good enough to start. It's just like, we don't have to roll all the way. Why can't we be like, he's all right? Like, that's what worries me with what we do today. It's either this is the greatest thing I've ever saw, or this is the worst thing I ever saw, and I got to tell you why. It can't nothing be all right. When was the last time a movie came out that everybody watched and was like, hey, it was all right? We just can't say stuff all right no more. Like, we can't say nothing all right. Nothing. Every Marvel movie that came out is either the end of the MCU or the greatest thing the MCU ever produced. And when it's just been all right, it's been like, I've been watching, it was all right. I'm only watching one time. It was cool. It can't never just be all right. We have lost that ability for things to just be like indifferent. Like, that's what we should be on Kenny Pickett, real indifferent. But y'all put him up on a pedestal and y'all talk about him as if he had one of the greatest rookie years in the NFL history. And I got to sit here and be like, well, no, he wasn't even better than Baker his rookie year. And all of a sudden now I'm an asshole for pointing that out when there's nothing false about that statement. I know some of you are asking, is Quincy just making this video to make Steelers fans mad? And the answer is, of course. But I still mean it. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to be mad and I want you to be upset. And I do find joy in your anger, but I also do mean what I say. And it's true. Because if I was saying lies, you wouldn't be this bothered. But if I was saying something that was nipping at that little truth in that little black and gold brain of yours, all of a sudden you start getting tight. You know what I mean? No, that's not true. Yeah, he sucks. He sucks like we know he sucks. And what they always say, Colb, you're a Browns fan. What would you know about good quarterback play? Exactly. Okay,
let me tell you
I have seen Kenny Pickett before, dog.
No one knows bad quarterback play more than us. Let me tell you something.
Look, two situations I've been predicting for a very long time. Lamar Jackson and that dysfunctional thing that they got going on with the Ravens, and Kenny Pickett. And the reason I'm able to sniff that out is because, brother, I've seen that play so many times. Like, that is like, I know what the slip screen looks like, dog. That's what it is. I'm there. Okay? That is what I saw with Lamar Jackson. I'm like, oh, they not going to do this? Oh, that's going to get dysfunctional. Every Raven fan was like, nah, you're tripping. You're a Browns fan. I know dysfunction. Kenny Pickett, everything. Cole, what has been different about how Pittsburgh fans have reacted to Kenny Pickett versus how Browns fans reacted to Baker Mayfield?
It's the same thing, dog.
It's identical.
It's the same thing. Like, listen, they're going to go through the same thing. Kenny might have some playoff success. They might make the playoffs. He might win a playoff game. There's going to be a bunch of Steelers fans that want to pay him. And then one day they're going to realize, you know what? He's not Patrick Mahomes. He's not Justin Herbert. He's not Joe Burrow. Mm-hmm. Man, he not even Deshaun Watson. And you gonna be stuck. And you gonna be sick. And you gonna be looking for the next guy. Hey, for y'all's sake, Steelers fans, if you're listening, for your sake, I hope that you find the other guy before you pay him. Because after you pay him, it get hard.
Don't pay him. Don't pay him. Don't pay him. Trade him. Like, if somebody else want to believe, trade him. But that's all I'm saying, dog. I'm trying to be nice to Steelers fans. I'm trying to tell y'all. I know how this story ends. Ooh, I know how this one ends. And it ends bitter. Because y'all got this juice. Without, like, as much as Steelers fans want to talk about how different they are than us, they just like us.